You have so many different creative outlets, and as a creative person, I assume there are many moments where you get the so-called creative block, and I guess sometimes it's difficult to find inspiration or motivation to just create content, especially in the way that society works nowadays, where you have to constantly be putting something just to establish your value. Um, and I'll be very interested to hear how you handle such moments internally. What's the thought process of you overcoming such a challenge? Because I assume that it might get very overwhelming, especially since this is your career and a part of the internal duties. You have objective duties to fulfill with what you do.
There is certainly a necessity for that to maintain this never-ending flow of content. It's very important to keep your band relevant. It's important to, in all frankness, make money and be able to survive, pay the bills. But for me, I think a lot of that is handled well by Jeremy for the band and with our management team and a great record label we work with. So I don't think I'm I still depend upon and savor a fair level of privacy. So, when I get home and I don't want to constantly be putting myself out there and constantly saying, come to our show, buy the record, buy the t-shirt, dude, I tend to find great solace in being able to kind of log out a little bit. So that's personally how I carry myself. I know, I could probably get paid more if I expose myself more, if I created more content on the internet and whatnot. But and in a lot of ways, I'm selling a product, but at the same time, I never want to just. There's a line for me.
Yeah.
There's a line for me where I'm like, I detest the thought of stuffing this never-ending buy this down people's throat. I think it needs to hit the brakes from time to time, at least in my own personal taste.
Yeah, I think it shows such a great taste to keep just sort of an integrity nowadays, because it speaks a lot about the character of a person. And considering the consuming nature of our society, is just sometimes you have to be very careful how you approach all of this.
Certainly.
So and this is the last thing I really want to cover, so I won't take too much of your time. But we've discussed, you're doing writing and, just giving some time for yourself when you're not on tour or when you're not working on music. But what are the other ways that you spend your time? I'm just interested, to hear whether you have any, other hobbies or just what do you enjoy doing in general?
I consider myself a deeply restless hobbyist. I love hockey, so I play a lot of ice hockey. I started a hockey brand with a friend of mine that just creates high quality apparel and product for fans of the game or players of the game. So I spend a lot of time playing hockey. I love playing guitar at home. I like to woodwork and build things in my shop. And then mostly any kind of home renovation I like doing myself. So I've renovated my kitchen. I've renovated a bathroom. I'm building a bathroom right now in my house. And I feel like that's a really nice creative kind of switch off to be like, oh, great. I don't have to creatively go about this. I can do it sort of habitually. So yeah, if I'm bored, it's bad and I'm anxious. So I like to keep busy, and I think outside reading, it's mostly hockey.
Nice. Yeah.
I like to cook too, actually. That's another big one.
Yeah, it makes a huge difference to just do something physically when you're a creative person, I guess, because very emotionally charging when you need to create, but just doing something with your hands, at least, talking from my personal perspective, helps a lot. So
Certainly.
it's an entirely different feeling.